football knows when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another SEC rival, the Ole Miss Rebels. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Swings it out to the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Penny. After 40, there he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And that one's way too far for everybody. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dropping back, it's Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll test the right side. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Off play action on 1st down. Looking for an open area to his left. Got his man downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback making checks. Leaves it with the back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Grabbed over the middle. It's Downs. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free 1st down.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap it to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Farrell. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out 1st downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
They'll try the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, get tackled, nowhere to go.
A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. The snap sets up to throw. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Looking for a man, it's Russell. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Open space at the 25. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Under fire. Got his man on the outside. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Wolverines! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Bush. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
To the air on first down. Rush is on him. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's down. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Here comes the offense on second down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Second down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight end now in motion. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there in the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot and zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught behind the line. It's Andrews. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game. A lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the quick game. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more snap coming before halftime. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Downs. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Russell. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He makes the catch. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They want to run this quarterback. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Russell. Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's pushed. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
On the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And that one will give them the lead.
And this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by just 1 over SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Shemani, this crowd is ready. Dumps it off in the flats. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Using his legs to buy some time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. He wants it all. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Rebel. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Off the play fake. A strike downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Floating away. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 17 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Line out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Russell. Gets it to him on the screen. One looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
A few yards on this play. Defense is asleep.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20.
Let's get a few yards on this play.
To the air, it's Russell. Makes the grab, it's down. Clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Bush. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Rebels! They wanted to finish, and now they did on that possession. They extend this this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.